I'd like to, I have two questions that are quick. One is, I have a garden plot that's a community garden plot, and we have an outside faucet. Is there any way that we could test that, or what would you suggest in terms of the water that we use for our plants? And then the second issue I have is, I have a daughter-in-law who is pregnant, and what do I tell her in terms of determining whether or not the water that she's drinking in the house is safe? What can she do?
Sure. So the first question was about community gardens, and this was a big issue in Flint because we don't have a lot of grocery stores. There's lots of efforts at like urban farming and community gardens, and we didn't want to really limit people growing great food. So really, often more important than water testing is soil testing. A lot of the soil has legacy contamination from lead, from gasoline, and other industrial sources. So soil testing may be even more important here, and often because of kind of the contaminated soil, a lot of these beds and gardens have to be built on raised beds and imported soil. So I think that would kind of, if it's an industrial kind of urban area, that would be my biggest concern. But obviously, I don't know your community. And in terms of if there's lead in water, can it go into the vegetables? So Michigan State University Extension actually published a resource guide for urban gardeners about which kind of what vegetables actually uptake more lead from either the soil or the water. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I can try to get that for you too. But it's but we should, I would look at the soil probably more than the water. The second question was about your pregnant daughter, and congratulations if you're going to be a grandma. So I think this is a critical time that a lot of folks to try to pay attention to their health and what they can do to kind of best optimize the health of their children or their soon-to-be children. And for pregnant moms, like if it's just the water, you want to optimize your nutrition. You want to make sure they're eating great, have a lot of iron, vitamins. Go to your doctor. And if it's specifically a water issue, if there's any concern that there is lead in water, I do recommend for pregnant moms using a lead clearing filter if it's an older home. You can also get your lead tested. I would contact your health department or your public works department to get your lead tested. Lead testing is very nuanced. Just because you test your lead in water once doesn't mean it's going to be the same at the next result. You can test 10 different times and get 10 different results based on how the testing is done, the time of year, the time of day, flushing beforehand. It's very nuanced. So just because it's low one time doesn't mean it's going to be low next time.